And here we have my leader. I give you Gravedave, the Goblin Necromancer. We go with Destruction Adept, Expander, and Partisan. Now the Destruction and Partisan are, out of these, the most valuable for multiplayer. Are generally going to be the strongest, two of the strongest spheres for multiplayer. So I'm taking my time thinking about what to do here. First turn is somewhat important. Do want to clear at least one site, just for the experience pretty much. I mean, you do get some extra resources from the clearing. But then also deciding, well, how do we want to explore from there? Because after clearing, also want to get as much exploration in as we can here, for really finding the best spot for our throne city as we can get. Now I'm thinking, well, let's hit up these bears. Yeah, they have more movement than would be ideal, but nothing really too dangerous with them, apart from just, yeah, having lots of movement. Considering that I have these 2 level 3s, fairly confident that we can do the fight without actually involving the Ward Rider. So, the Goblin Looter has Sprint. That makes that unit the top choice for distracting the enemies, and will leave him in this stack. The other hero here could yeah, just leave him in place and send him off later to explore in that direction. Yeah, the focus right now is really on exploration. If we don't, if we walk out without having taken much damage, could actually potentially even clear that side as well. Also, I see I've gone with Goblin Necromancer. It is kind of counterintuitive, because a lot of the Goblin abilities are wasted on Necromancer, the Goblin bonuses. Goblin, they have lower health than others. They have Blight Protection, that's totally wasted. Undead already get 100% Blight Protection, so really they have 140% Blight Protection. It's capped at 100%. Similarly, Wetland Foraging is a really nice ability that living goblins have, and that is wasted on Necromancer as well. Necromancers do, however, have these Goblin Untouchable. That is a really nice unit. They can inflict noxious vulnerability, and they have a Disgusting Stench, which, between those two, make really increase our chances at converting enemy units. So these Untouchables are a great unit for goblins, help us to convert as much as we can, really. Especially the living units with the gold conversion, because, well, undead, pretty hard to get undead, hit the undead with the noxious vulnerability. It's a blight ability, and similarly, Disgusting Stench doesn't affect the undead, so it will only really come into play later in the game. And then there's also some cool goblin support units. I was hoping we'd get Blight Doctor or Witch Doctor. That said, getting a couple of tier 3s is likely even better. Anyways, yeah, let's just attack the Marauder, leaving the others maximum movement points for exploration. Right, here we go. So, manual combat. Sometimes the enemies will charge straight at you like they're doing here. Sometimes they will take place and let you give more time to set up before attacking them. So, what do we have here? Generally, when they charge at you, it makes the battle harder. So, almost easier if you have more time to set up. Especially when the enemies have movement like this. Kind of harder to manipulate, get them to do what we want them to. Don't particularly like how they're arranged here either. Generally, enemies will. So if there's winter units within range they can attack, they will do so. Otherwise, they will go after the closest unit they can. And there's other factors involved, so it's not always the case, but usually they will chase the closest. And so that's really key to controlling the manual combat. Yeah, 5 movement, it's pretty hard to deal with. Annoying can be distract these two over on this side to do. So most effectively, we want to say get the Marauder over here, and then these two chase after him, and then briefly come up Marauder. Can't do that because they would be able to get him out of range. They retaliate, unable to run away after that. So that's out, leaving us pretty much just this lure to distract the enemies. Well, maybe do some try some down there. Yeah, how do we want to split the enemy forces? Because definitely want to split them, otherwise the fight would be rather dangerous in terms of potential for losing it. Okay. Yeah. I think we can distract them up here with the Goblin Looter, in particular, Dire Bear, and Necron Bear, but have those 3 chase after the Looter. the sprint ability to save. Enemy attacks of opportunity are avoided, and he just runs away next turn. And let me make sure that everyone else is as far away from the player bear as possible to ensure that he goes up there. And perhaps out of range of that brown bear. Yes, I think we could do that. But yeah, I just attack with the high gun too. Well, not enough much on control where all those enemies go. Yeah. Yeah, I usually want to high gunner. But it's not always quite a bit for controlling where the enemies do. So, from our bottom of the map, you can see he's 2 spaces away from the next range of the other bear. Brown bear will be able to attack wherever we place him down there. And then considering, well, where can we place everyone for prospective fighting on the next turn? Yeah, well, actually there's this one too, though. I do want to involve this necromancer in the fighting next turn. Leave him there, and I can charge down here later. Yeah, do an attack over here, which means we do want to have like this round here. Yeah, we could perhaps lure that one over here. The next one will, yeah, to ensure that the bear goes up top, we want this bear to be attacking something down there. Even if it doesn't mean that Bridget will be out of range of that one. This one, well, let's do better. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, so this one's out, this one's out. Those will be one tile away from the next range, 1 or 2, whatever. One tile in between that spot and the next range of the other bear, which means we'll have to park him over here on this line. For now I'm thinking, yeah, I want to leave the untouchable out of the attack range of that one. Now, Ray Dave, our leader, he can be down here. Yeah. Such that the other bear goes up top. Yeah, so the high gunner here. This gunner could attack either the high gunner or the lure. Probably the lure because it would do more damage that way. Might attack the high gunner though. As yeah, if he does, I want him as far down as possible. So we'll not give him the Brave Dave target as well. Leave Brave Dave over in the corner. Ranged, he's a ranged attacker, he'll be able to fire regardless. Ravager, more central. Alright, there we go. Okay, that one. Okay, cool. So the yeah, in this case, actually just leave the lure up top. Send him up there so that at the very least the brown bear would chase him up there, and he'll still be able to stay on that spot there. On the next turn. See, I am new to using this screen marker and recorder app. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so lure goes over there. That spot would be in range of the other bear. Needs to be right there. Great spot for distracting enemies. We send Bridget Frozen out of range of the other bear. And yeah. Let's see. He's never getting out of this correctly. Try talking to those. Oh well. Yeah, that's fine. 2 spots between him and the range of the other bear, sure. Probably never existed. Oh well. Just hold nearby damage. Okay. With that, charge in some damage. Oh, up. But low morale struck. Right, yes. Bridget is disgusted. Go up. Ravager will be totally fine attacking, and this rate at recovering health. Ravager can do 10 16 damage versus the Goblin Marauder. Max damage would be 48, which is more than their max health of 40. So not attack 3 times, it lets the Goblin attack the Marauder 3 times. Well, unless we rush it, the effect which is their defense higher, and that might work. Might attack Ray Dave 3 times, in which case they've missed out on some experience. Thinking will be better. Yeah, right, that was locked in place to check. So sure. So Marauder, because he ran away from the bear. No, well, yeah. Even though the bear was facing over there, he didn't get a flanking attack. Usually he gets bonus damage and not suffering retaliation when they do flanking attacks, which normally he would have from that angle. But since he did take attack opportunity from there, he also suffered damage from a flanking attack there. But yeah, 2 attacks from there total. He lives, it's fine. Our leader should be able to finish him off now quite easily, and we will be able to heal the Marauder anyways. Okay, now the bear wants to come play. Okay, we've dealt with the other bears down here, so it's totally fine now. The Goblin Lure gives escape ability already, and time for him to escape. Between Grave Dave and Bridget. I'm thinking would prioritize giving the experience to Grave Dave. Leader should just generally be able to use it a bit better, especially later on in the game. We'll get the phylactery ability, where if leader dies, he comes back after turn. One of those necromancer basic research. So that said, let's give the experience here to Grave Dave. Ravager would get 25 health from the Goblin Necro. He has 7 more to go before I would have the maximum effect. Ideally, we want him to take the attack from the dire bear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I don't know if I could still shoot the bear with the high gunner, but no. If we did, Dagger Bear would be able to attack 500 or whatever we block him with twice, and I don't really want that. Better just only one attack once. So again, I'm not going to use the long range attack, and instead just back it up. Here now, so heal up that marauder. And yes, Rapture. There. And that's good. Okay, Leather Bear, far away. More time for us to focus on the Leather Bear comments. Now, we tackle the leader first, so that, well, heroes, so that the experience will go to them for attacking. Only 3 XP total at the moment. We attack. Bridget gets 3 XP for attacking, because the Leather Bear is level 3. Back up Ravager. And let's see. Now we want to Great Ape to get the killing blow, most importantly. And let's see. Well, for now let's get some attack experience to the Marauder as well. 6. 3. So 18 would be the minimum damage that Great Ape would do here with 3 attacks. So we might get down to 18 or so. Not bad. And then Great Ape gets 1 experience for getting the loader. And we can go get our corpses. So clean up. Dave has another healing ability he has to use. Get some more experience from attacking the Bear, and then block with the Ravager, I suppose. You can get down to the corpse next turn. And give a couple more options for the Bear to attack there. In turn. Okay, so Dave then heals Marauder. Oh, nice. Probably overused. Well. So the untouchable attack over there, so that Raptor can go heal up. Also next health then, and finish with it. So the loader retreated from battle would not be available for the next one. Could still go clear that. Well, first, save an exit. Ensuring that if the game crashes. What the hell? Timer expired. Ah! What the hell? Timer expired? I haven't seen that before. Just started the game and timer expired. That's really weird. Well, I suppose, yeah, let's turn the timer off. See if that does anything. Okay. Ready to play. Okay. That was weird. I hope that was actually safe there. Let's see. Okay, yes, it did save. Huh. Now the question is, do we also there? Or just go explore? Hmm. 60% and 80% blight protection does make the fight a little bit harder. The Hive Gunner, Hyper Mosquito deals 20 physical and 10 blight. If it were reversed, I might be more hesitant. Goblin Untouchable does hardly any damage there, and our Necromancers also deal blight damage. So damage would be much decreased against those guys. Should be able to kite them okay even without the looter in the battle. I want to include the settler. Yeah, I doubt it would make any difference in the battle, and yeah, may as well just keep more movement range over in that direction. Oh, there we go. Alright, this one, the enemy's actually the same place. Nice. So, everyone, all the enemies have just 4 movement here. We want to focus the no travels first, let's say, or the ones with ranged attacks. My Ward Rider has 6 movement and will be great for drawing the others away. Some of the untouched. So, Ward Rider's going to go that way. Everybody else is going to come over here. Ravager, again, is more important to it actually through the combat because it can heal. Not much problem that. Yeah. Yep, we'll do that. So at this point, they will just stay in place until I come close enough or deal damage to them. And that will be easy with the Hive Gunner having a ranged attack. This one can also just join on the initial lane. So line might end up over there. It's now turn 3. I will likely want to attack next turn with gunner, start the fireworks. If there's no damage dealt by turn 5, yeah, I think it's by turn 5, then the units fight. And yeah, without the person ability for retreating, well, no, I think it might just all units lose their movement for lose the fight. Anyways, nice little attack. Okay, so criminals, let's start with this. So we want to just take down ranged attacks, even as they are very slowy. Sure. So let's get here. Come chase the war rider this way. The all of this is. Well, let's keep them back. But I want the base units to go after the main army. Sure. Recharging. Right then. Yeah, let's kill that one first. Great, Dave. Sure. Alright, good job, Brave. Ooh. Actually, if we went down there and take that should have off. So let's run away up top then. Oh, again, ideally we want the Ravager here to be the one taking damage. So, front. And Frigid. Yeah, go. Hide behind him and fire away. Right on. Well, Frigid. Go with the touched. Sure, Dave. Finish off. Exploding, indeed. Let's see if that works. Nope. Oh, well. Down 3-0. Let's see this one. Excuse me. I'm sure we can kill us. Let's just throw out the gunner here. Okay, splitting enemies here. We're trying to, I think, might not do that because later on the fights and they get more unpredictable. Doesn't matter as much at this point, but can also, for example, just let them attack the Ravager. That one can just eat a corpse and heal off the way. Right. Yeah, sprint away, go to the corpse. And he's about max health. Close health. And that one then. I'll just shoot out there. And again, Dave. Finish him off. Yep, 3-0. Right, nice. Okay, then to explore all units that still have some movement. So at this point, looking to find some different sites. Here we have the mine node, gold mine. Yeah, those are the basic sites. And not very valuable in terms of settling nearby. Especially for us goblins, really like the farms. Also, I've gone with the expander for even bigger farm bonuses. Farms and Springs of Life generate an additional 50 growth once converted to the undead version. We go on there. Okay. And the Goblin Governance gives us more undead growth for wetland hexes and corrupted farms and corrupted springs. Generate extra gold. There you have it. So really want to try and find a farm would be ideal, or other layers that give us some special abilities. Anyways, Yuki, so let's keep going up there, see if we find it. That's a bit better. Okay. In ancient ruins. Right here would be a fine spot for settling. Goblin Prodigy, interesting. Right, most likely then I'll be sending the army up that direction. Tomb there. lookout? No, watchtower. Yeah, I'm sure that's watchtower. Yeah, thinking around here would be a good spot for a city. Tentatively there. We want to explore about around further though before finalizing anything. Looks like I might be building there too. Let's see who we want to send over that way. Watchtower. Huh. With Minotaur Bulls. Don't have anything with true sight, do I? Yeah, this Ravager gets true sight at Elite. Alright, well, you go next to him, and okay, just 3 Minotaur Bulls yet. Yeah, at this point in the game, sure, let's start by clearing the watchtower next, I'm thinking. Mana node up there. Yeah, watchtower. This mana node is close enough to probably get that as well. Potentially save this for later in the game once we're able to ghoul living units. Would probably be saving ancient ones for later. Well, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'll check what's in there and decide if I want to save that or clear that as well. Already see some more sites there as well. Interesting. Water and a bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that watchtower would give us some visibility over this area here, but nothing on the other side of the water there. Now I want to know if there is a road on the other side. Does not appear like to be a road there now. A road would indicate likely direction for independent dwelling. This here, cartographer's tent will tell us the location of the nearest independent dwelling. Ideally, we want to find one without that first, so we can use it a bit later in the game. But yeah, these 3 Minotaur Bulls will be a very easy fight, being that they're just 3 level 2s, no particularly strong abilities. Turn 1, don't need to worry about any independence yet either. Up. Alright, yes. And corpse. So that's right. I want to use this word writer for some more exploring next turn. Yeah. Help decide where exactly to settle our throne city. Potentially the untouchable as well. Yeah, around there somewhere. But I do want to get a bit more information before finalizing a decision on settling there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be plenty for dealing with those at the very least. Maybe not for that crew, but we'll see. Right, one thread out. I lost soul. Scouting. Ooh, I can look at the shrines on life. That'll be nice once we actually settle some shrines. Guerrilla tactics. There we have it. That's good to see very early on as well. Guerrilla ability. Cool. Yes. And may as well check what is in there. Swords. Well, haven't found any great farm yet. Right, that's it for turn 1.